Hi, good morning. I'm Savannah of Sewlivi Dyes Yarn, and welcome to my channel. It is Monday, the September 13th. What episode this is, no clue. Probably episode 48 or 49. It's below, you know it. I never talk about what episode it is anyway, so it doesn't matter. No. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel that I show all my crafty bits, you know, all my crafty stuff. It's predominantly knitting, occasionally cross stitch or crochet or sewing or what have you. But today it's all about knitting. So it's been 2 weeks since I last filmed. I was out of town last Tuesday. Obviously it's Monday today. I'm filming early. I actually filmed my haul yesterday, which I will attach to this video later, you know, after I show my whips and finishes and stuff like that. My haul that I have gone through, that video is a bit long. So I talked quite a bit about everything. It's weird to try to film in advance for the future and talk like it's the past. It's weird. Quick recap, I guess, personal stuff. I did miss last Tuesday because not last week, the week prior, my husband and I decided that we were going to leave and we were going to drive to Minnesota to see my mom. Orange is rubbing all up on the tripod. Great. No, we left, so we decided to leave Thursday, because Friday my kids had off. My kids had a 4-day weekend for Labor Day weekend, and so I'm just like, okay, well, we'll take the weekend, plus we'll take those 4 days extra off from school last week. So my husband went to work on Thursday. I went to work on Thursday. Kids went to school on Thursday. And then we all came home. Sorry, he keeps rubbing on everything. Hey, we came home and, ow, nails. Oh, orange. We came home and left. We drove the 16 hours from Colorado to Duluth, Minnesota. The drive there was pretty rough since we did leave in the evening and we had been working all day. So that was a really long drive. We got in to Duluth midday, 1, 2 o'clock, I don't know, and went to my stepdad's and ate, got the things we needed, and then promptly passed out by 8 p.m. We were so tired. So tired. And then we spent the week in Minnesota, visiting my mom. I'm not entirely sure what to tell you. I mean, I did tell you a little bit last week. So she was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer, and it has spread pretty much everywhere. Liver, her hip, her brain. So she was getting radiation while we were visiting. And then when I decided that we should leave Thursday and try to drive all day. But Friday, after we left, she started chemo. And then Saturday, she was released back home. So hopefully she's doing well. And that things are okay. This is terminal. I don't know if she watches my videos, and I know that she doesn't want to know the timeline, so I'm not going to share it here. But I did talk to the doctor, and he gave me a prognosis, I guess. Is that the right word? The timeline. So she'll be done with radiation soon. And then I don't know how long chemo will go on for. But the chemo is really just to make her comfortable. Because I know that the cancer was making it really hard for her to breathe. So that's why they started chemo while she was still doing radiation. They did not want to mix the two, but because of her symptoms, they decided that it was best. So yeah. We did also fill the trip with lots and lots of sightseeing for my kids. So I do have several photos to add at the end of this video. So this video might be quite long. Check the description down below. I mean, that's where everything will be listed anyways that I talk about, and all of my stuff, like my website, my Ravelry, my Instagram, all that stuff. It'll be down below. But yeah, so lots of sightseeing. So I grew up in Duluth, Minnesota, Superior, Wisconsin. So there's lots of stuff to do there. And it's blown up since I left, which I left like 18 years ago, which is crazy. 18 or 17 years ago. Either way, I left a long time and a lot has changed. Orangey, I love you. Can you lay right here? Thank you. So it's a big touristy spot. I never thought it was when I was a kid, but it really is. It really is. I'm not gonna remember exactly what we did on what day, but I know we toured the William A. Irvin, which is a decommissioned cargo ship. Because Duluth is a giant port. It's called the Twin Ports. It's a really big port. You should go there. It's super awesome. Anyway, so there's this big ship. It's been a museum thing that you can tour since I was a kid. So it's been out of work for a very long time. But you can tour the whole thing. It's super awesome. Kids are free. So you just pay for the adults, but you walk through the whole ship. Troy was a bit terrified of the stairs because they're incredibly steep in the ship, but he managed and he really loved it. He kept comparing it to the Titanic, or trying to get an idea of what it would be like on the Titanic. As best as he could, considering it's a cargo ship for like coal and taconite and iron and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's what we did. We toured Canal Park quite a bit. Canal Park is kind of where the big touristy bit is. It's where everything is. The aquarium, the aquarium's kind of off to the side, but just all the stuff. So we did the ship. We went around Canal Park. Obviously the yarn store, breweries. What else did we do? Oh, I took my kids over to Park Point, which is on the other side. So we got, how am I going to explain this? You got Canal Park is like this little peninsula off of Duluth. And then there's a gap. And then there's this stretch of land, just a skinny stretch of land called Park Point. To connect the two is the aerial lift bridge, which is pretty awesome. So you go across the aerial lift bridge, and then it's that strip of land, which actually has a ton of houses on it. It has a little small airport for like tiny airplanes. And then it's got beaches all along the side. So we took the kids to one of the public beaches on Park Point, and they enjoyed the crap out of it. I should have put them in swimsuits, but I was afraid that it was just too cold. Lake Superior is freezing, so I didn't put them in swimsuits, but I should have, because they ended up getting soaked anyways, because they were playing right where the water hits, and they were building like trenches in the sand and all the fun stuff. Look, Orange lost a nail while I was talking. What what else did we do? We did the aquarium. We, we visited my mom almost every day. What else? We went to breakfast with my aunt and my grandpa and all of that side of the family. And I haven't seen any of them in years. So that was nice to be able to do that. 'Cause they all live in, well, my aunt, my grandpa, and one of my cousins, they all live in North Dakota now. Two of the other cousins, they still live in like the Duluth area. But again, haven't seen them all in like a million years. So got to do that. We rode on the Vista Fleet, which is one of the tour boats. It's just a big boat that you can ride, and they got several different types of tours, but the one we took is you go under the aerial lift bridge, you go out into Lake Superior, and you got to do a big loop, and then you come back in, and then you tour the port. And the guy who commentates, I don't know, that's not the right word, right? The tour guide, he was hilarious, and he's talking about everything. So we got to see, all the stuff. There's I forget what they call it. They're like silos, but they're not silos. They hold all the stuff, and whatnot. They had wind turbine parts in one part, and he was talking about how a lot of them come from like the Netherlands. So I'm just like, dang, these ships come all the way from the Netherlands all the way over to there to drop off the wind turbines, like the blades and stuff, and then from there they get shipped out to wherever they need to be, which Colorado has a ginormous wind turbine farm, if you want to call it. It's super cool. If you go just 2 hours east of here, it's super cool, like northeast, I guess. Anyways, so we did that, and you got to, my husband really, really enjoyed that. That was what we did the last day. Yeah, we did that the last day. And yeah, we just did a lot. I didn't get too many photos. I'm really bad at getting photos, especially when I'm making memories with my family. I honestly forget to take the photos, because I'm just trying to be in the moment, I guess. So I didn't get as many photos as I would have possibly liked, but yeah, again, I'll add them to the end of this video. This video's already a million years long. So that's, and then we drove back Thursday, and I was like, okay, well, we're exhausted driving to Minnesota. Let's rearrange this plan. We're going to leave in the morning. We're going to drive as far as we can the first day. We'll find a hotel, sleep, and then finish the drive the way home, the rest of the way home. Well, when we got in the car on Thursday morning, which we took our time, we didn't leave super early, which I kind of wish we would have instead, but we took our time. I think we got in the car and we started driving just before 10 a.m. We plugged in our little GPS, and the GPS said estimated time of arrival would be 1 a.m. And I'm like, that's doable. We can do that. So we did it. We just drove and drove and drove and drove and drove, and I knit and I knit and I knit and I knit and I knit. We did end up, stopping several times for potty breaks and food and stuff like that. So we didn't end up getting home until 2 a.m. But it was better than stopping and paying for a hotel when we were so close. So yeah, I was hoping that leaving Thursday, getting home, I guess early Friday morning, they'd give me Friday, Saturday, Sunday to like recoup from the trip. Being an introverted that I am, I always need a vacation from the vacation. The weekend wasn't long enough. Kids are back in school already. My husband went to work. I have to go to work in a little bit. I really could use some more time off. It just could be my grief. Let's go ahead and try to talk about my knitting. That means I'm going to cry at work today. Let's see, that's why I need more time. Because somebody just, all you have to do is ask me how I'm doing, and I'm not doing okay. Anyways, so I have a finished and a half finished object, so I'll go ahead and show those real quick. I did decide to take my Ingles sweater with me so that I could finish it, and I did. I finished it Friday, not this past Friday, but the Friday before I finished it. So here's my Ingles sweater. Oh, it's been folded up. I blocked it well, this past Friday. So I finished it the Friday before, and then this last Friday I blocked it. I have not weaved in any ends because I'm just not worried about it. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave all my ends like that for now. I don't care. I put this on after it blocked, and it was actually really, really comfortable. Incredibly comfortable. So I started this in November of 2020. I can't remember exactly what day. It's in my Ravelry, which the link is down below. But November, and I finished it September, I think it was September 5th. I could be wrong. No, September 3rd. I don't know dates. I don't have notes here, so yarn for this is Blue Sky Fibers Woolstock Worsted. This color, God, I don't have any of the information. Hold please. Let me tag. See, there's a bunch of mini bundles or mini things. So Blue Sky Fiber Woolstock Worsted. This is 100% fine Highland wool, and the white color, that's called Highland Fleece. And I used 3 skeins of the 150 gram skeins. They're jumbo skeins, which is 150 grams or 370 yards. I used 3 of them. This is all that's left of the third one. I don't know how many grams there is there, but probably not too much. So yeah, 3 of these. So, oops, it's upside down. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that, right? It's a Highland Fleece colorway. Blue Sky Fibers Woolstock Worsted. And then the minis, the colors. This was a mini bundle set, 21 minis, which had 7 colors. One of the colors included was this white color, but I didn't use that, obviously. But the 6 colors here, we have, okay, that's Highland Fleece. We have Cranberry Compote, which is this dark red. Earth Ivy, which I believe, let me get these back. Cast iron. Sorry, let me just make sure I have all 6 colors. There we go. All right, so we had the Cranberry Compost, Earth Ivy, which I believe is this one right here, this lighter green, Red Rock, which is this bright red. You know, I'm not entirely sure now, but I have a feeling that is. Cast Iron is this dark gray. Storm Cloud is the light gray. And Wild Time is this dark green. So it's, that is a, yeah, that is a dark green. And then this one is a dark gray. So yep, I used those 6 colors, and I did, was it the 3 dark? Wait, yes, 3 dark. And then I did 3 lights, and then 3 darks. And because of my sizing, I had to do the 3 darks again, 3 lights. So at least the front had them, you know, not repeating-ish. I mean, these 2 are already on the shoulder, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you got all 6 colors on the front. So yeah, I made the medium size, I believe. It's a high-low, so there's short rows in the back right here before you do the hem. Short rows in the back at the top as well to raise the neckline. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. It's nice. It's supposed to be my Christmas sweater, so yeah, it's really comfortable. Here's a picture of me wearing it a little bit. So yeah, that is my first finished object. And then my second one is just a half finish. So I knit the crap out of this in the car, and during the whole trip. This is like the only thing I knit on during the whole trip, even though I brought 2 other projects. The only thing I knit on, and I finished it on the way back from Minnesota. I think I finished this while we were in Iowa, maybe before we even hit Iowa. This is the first of my September socks. So September sock is for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles by So Sweet Violet and Lay Family Yarn. It's a year-long knit-along where you make socks in a certain color each month. So for September was purple. The skein obviously looks more purple when it's skeined up, but knit up, there's just a purple bit here, and then this bright purple down here at the toe. So I knit this entire sock during the trip. And look here, you want to see the whole length? There's the whole length. So this is just the pattern that, okay, so this yarn, I should say first, this yarn is by Shirley Bryan Yarns. It is the Deconstructed Fade Sock, Deconstructed Fade Sock. So Shirley Bryan Yarns with her little raptor logo knitting, a raptor knitting, which is amazing. It's the Deconstructed Fade Sock, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and you get 2 50-gram skeins that match exactly this colorway. This colorway that I got, it's called One Day You'll Be Old Enough to Start Reading Fairy Tales Again. That is a very long name, but it is what it's called. And so she actually offers a pattern for her socks, which is in her highlights on Instagram. But honestly, it's just a tube. There's no cuff. You just cast on your number of stitches and you knit, knit, knit. And then you don't put in a heel and you keep knitting, and then you just do your toe. I did a shorter toe than I normally do because I was worried I was going to run out of yarn. This is all that I have left of the first skein because it was 2 50-gram skeins. This is all that was left. I might have been able to get a regular size toe out of it, but I wasn't sure, so I was pretty scared. So I just shortened my toe by just a little bit. I think I did my normal method until I hit about 20 stitches per needle. You know, 20 on one side, 20 on the other. And then I just decreased every round until I hit my normal 14. So yeah, just a long tube sock. And I wasn't too worried about not putting a heel in, considering it's so long. It's not going to slip down, you know, off my heel. I originally had planned to like do a folded cuff thing like this, but if I wanted to do that, I should have cast on more stitches to begin with and then decreased as I went down to my normal number, but I did not do that. So this can't go over my calf. So it'll be a nice big slouchy sock when the time comes. So yep, now I'm just working on the second one, which I just started yesterday, I think. Yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. So here's the skein. So it looks like skeined up. And here's what I have so far. Just this much. Oh, yes. I think I started this on Saturday, so it'd be ready, and I took it to church yesterday. See? Matching, matching, matching. So these are my September socks, and I'm glad I got this one done. I think I got it done by the 10th. Was that the day we came back? That way it gives me the rest of the month to do the second one, since they are so long. Oops, forgot to put the tag back in there. All right, so that's the other half finish and my first whip. Next whip. I did take this one with me, but I did not work on it at all. I worked on it once I got back home. And this is my Amory sweater by Isabel Kramer. It's a lace weight sweater with a lace detail down here at the bottom. It's super nice so far. I split for the sleeves. Finally split for the sleeves. It feels like it took forever. Like I've been knitting forever, and it finally... Okay, we're all twisted. Oh, man. Oh, man. I think. So there we go. So we got these cool... The way that the deconstruction was kind of fun. Well, fun is different. Like, so you got this raglan bit here, but it doesn't go up to here. It actually curves this way. So you have these, let's see, can I show it? I don't know if I'll be able to show it. So you have this, it goes this way and then down for the sleeve, which is kind of cool. I would like to try this on, but my cable's not long enough. It does look small, but I'm hoping that with blocking it'll stretch out a bit. It'll grow. So split for sleeves, and I barely have anything done under the arms. I have to go about 8 inches until I start the lace pattern, so I really do have a ways to go, considering this is, again, lace weight on a US 4. So the stitches are very small. Oh, I knit on this actually on the car ride home because I finished the sock and I didn't want to start the second one. So I picked this up in the car. So I believe I was right here when I showed you last time. And then I knit in the car until it was dark. And I couldn't see anymore, that much. So that's several hours. I mean, yeah, I kept putting it down. We had a couple rest breaks. But that much in several hours. That was including the sleeve bit. So lots of stitches at that point. And then when we got home, I decided to put this in because I wanted to show you guys that I did that much in a long car ride. Iowa, Nebraska. We kind of lost the sun, yeah, in Aurora, Nebraska, which is... It's past Lincoln, west, going west, so quite a ways. So yeah, and then I did that the next day. I don't know when I did anything, but yep, split for the sleeves now, just to get that going. The yarn that I am using is Knit Picks Gloss Lace Weight in the colorway Pine. So it is 70% superwash, or not superwash, it's just 70% merino wool and 30% silk. And it's a lace weight. It's super soft, super nice. I'm excited to get this one done because this one's going to be really comfortable to wear, I think. Last whip, which I only worked on last night for a little bit. I brought this one with me as well, but just never touched it. It's the Ice Cream Social by Lisa K. Ross, or Paper Daisy Creations. This was a knit along that my local yarn store put together. So I started this July 4th, and this is as far as I am. So I finished up the brown section last night and started doing another stripe. So I have one more color to add before I can go on to section 2. So I was right here and I finished up all that. Yeah, this one is definitely more labor intensive, just trying to remember not to mess up this lace pattern because it is not easy for me to memorize. I do not have this. It's a 16 row lace pattern, and it is not memorized at all. So yeah, that's as far as I got. One more color to go. Like I said, just have to add in this color. And then I switch over to doing kind of the opposite of what's going on. If you are new, I will show you a picture, wherever it is. I could have sworn it was right here, but it's not. That's why. So you have the colored section, and then you switch it over and do the opposite pretty much. So yeah, coming along. I think I'd like to get this done and maybe send it to my mom. I don't know yet. All right, last thing is a new cast on. I cast this on yesterday. I forced myself to cast on because if you keep watching, like if you watch my haul section, you'll hear me say something about I have no motivation to start anything, and I really don't. And it bothers me. I want to start all the things, but I can't bring myself to do it. So I forced myself yesterday. I already had one of these skeins caked up, and I'm like, just get the second one caked up. Your needles are right here. Your pattern's right here. Just do it. And so I finally did. But I had to tell myself to stop because I needed to work on this. I needed to work on that. Yeah, again, I think it has to do with the grief that I am feeling and the possible depression that I am going through right now. I just don't want to start anything, but I have all these projects that need to be started and then finished. So yeah. I started the Ramble Shawl by Andrea Mowry of Drea Renee Knits. I really like how that brioche looks like a giant knit stitch. So yeah, I meant to start this like a long time ago. And I even like did a little cast on swatch a while back, if you remember, with I mixed the gray that I'm using for this with a blue, but the contrast wasn't strong enough. So yeah, it was kind of just sitting forever and ever. All I needed to do was reskein up the blue, put that away, and then cake up this other yarn and get started. So yeah, I'm using just this, so it's DK. I dyed up this gray for this pattern, just a gray, and then I'm using a bear yarn as my contrast color. So no names or anything like that. And I cast on and did a bit. It's super easy to remember, so I could just go and go and go probably this first bit. So it's just stripes. That is all that I got done. Like I said, I had to force myself to stop so that I could go work on the other shawl because my current whips really should get my love, but, or my time, whatever time I can muster myself to actually work on something. So yeah. And I know some people are going to be like, well, you don't have to force yourself to work on things. I don't. I know that. I don't have to, but then I don't know what I would do with myself. I'd probably just fall into a super deep depression. So I need to keep myself going. I need to keep myself going. Like while we were gone, I really missed spinning. Have I even touched my wheel since getting home? No, I haven't. Hopefully soon, because like I said, I've missed it. So yeah, dang, this video is gonna be super long. All right, guys, that's it. Maybe I can force myself to start something new. I've purchased a lot of patterns. I've purchased a lot of yarn, which you will see. I'm even half tempted to just split the videos up and make the other one its own separate video, but I've already filmed it as if I was going to attach it to this video. Just pick and choose what you want to watch. I know it's going to be long. Pick and choose. Do what you want to do. So this is going to be the haul clip for my video. Don't mind my appearance. It is what it is. My hair feels really dry right now. I think that's because the storm is rolling in right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do the haul because it's pretty large. And I swear I feel like somebody's standing right over there listening to me. That's what it feels like, so I'm a little paranoid. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I got from the yarn store in Duluth, Minnesota. So there's a store called Yarn Harbor. And it's super nice. It's up the North Shore a little bit, off of Superior Street if you live in the area. They have a lot of good stuff. A lot of foreign yarns. Like they had Icelandic yarn, Norwegian yarn. They had Jameson of Shetland, is that what it's called? They had a lot of like rustic, they had Rauma, they had Letlupi and Ploutlupi, and they have Peace Fleece. They had a lot of Peace Fleece. I didn't get any of that. They had Regia, they had Schopel, Zauberball Crazy, just a lot. I believe on their website they also carry like West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, and you can look at it. I'll link the yarn store below so that you can, you know, their website, so you can go check it out. I do plan to actually order from them at some point because they have a lot of good stuff. So I'll go ahead and show you what I got from them. So the yarn store, Yarn Harbor, had a few things. They had a needle gauge, a sock ruler, and a yarn bag. I don't need another needle gauge. I have tons of those. The sock ruler was kind of cool, but technically I only make myself socks, so it's not like I need to measure socks. I don't really need a sock ruler. But the bag was cool. So it's this little bag. It has Yarn Harbor on it. And what's really cool is this company that the bag is from. It's called Frost River, and it's also made in Duluth, Minnesota. What's cool is this Frost River was actually right across the street from the brewery that my husband and I went to. Well, one of them. So it was like super nifty that it was all, it's all Duluth made. So it's a little box bottom. This labeled actually as a, from this Frost River, it's labeled as a lunch tote, but they put the logo on there. My receipt. I didn't spend as much as I thought I was going to, which is kind of cool. I tried to go again, but my husband was like, nah, So this is Yarn Harbor. They're on East Superior Street, and it's yarnharborduluth.com. And it's got a little needle chart on the back. I'm wondering if you mark what you have so you don't accidentally buy duplicates, but I like interchangeable needles the best, except for my sock needles. So I have an abundance of sock needles. I mean, I could get more. It wouldn't hurt. I need to put this up. It's just too dry. It's sticking to my face. The weather here. Okay, let's get into the yarn that I purchased at Yarn Harbor. So before I even left for the trip, I looked on their website to see what they did have, and I saw that they carried Noro. And I knew I wanted to get some, so that was the main thing that I wanted to get there. So I got these 2 balls of Noro. So this is the tag right there, Noro. It's a Japanese yarn. And these are actually 2 different colors. This one is number 8. And then this one is, so this one's 8 and this one's 30. They do look very similar, but if you go on the Noro website, they have like a swatch for each color, and they're definitely different when you when they were swatched up. So I'm thinking I'm going to knit the, what is it called? The Night Shift shawl with these. I think unless I can hit gauge and then do the shifty pullover. And those are both by Andrea Mowry, which I'm using my hand spun to make this shift cowl. So we'll see. I mean, but yes, the whole idea was to make the Night Shift shawl. A lot of other knitters are doing that with this. They're just getting 2 balls of Noro, and then making that. So it smells nice. This is, it's hard to tell you what it just says 100% wool. 200 grams, 400 meters. It's a worsted weight. It's a level 4 medium. So worsted, I guess. It does have you know, hand spun type things where it's thin and thick in areas. So this is my first purchase. And then I looked around the shop, and I had a really hard time choosing what I wanted. Because like I said, they sell Rauma, and they had Let Loopy and Plout Loopy, and then they had that Jameson of Shetland. I think that's what it's called. But I didn't have any like patterns in mind exactly, because those little Jameson of Shetland balls of yarn, they're only 25 grams. And so trying to choose, you know, that'd be a little difficult without having a pattern, I should say. So I skipped out on that. I skipped out on the Peace Fleece. Again, it's all a matter of, if I'm going to buy it, I want to have a pattern in mind so I know how much to buy. And so, yeah, I did see that they had Regia, which I have not been able to get my hands on this. Like, I wanted to see it in person. My local yarn store does not carry this brand. So I decided to grab one because I wanted to, you know, knit with it, see how it works. So I know it's blurry, but this is what it's supposed to look like. It says color 03883. The oh my gosh, Lofoten color design line. It's an Arne and Carlos one, which is pretty cool. So I grabbed one of them. Honestly, I'm not sure why I picked this colorway. I don't think I looked very hard. I just grabbed one and said, I'm getting it. But I'm sure it'll be just fine once it's knit up. But this isn't something I would actually gravitate towards, which is strange, I know. I don't mind color. It's just weird. And then I saw that they had some Zauber Ball Crazies, and I really liked the last one that I got from my local yarn store, so I just grabbed another one, and I got this one, which is called Jackets and Trousers. So yeah, I got this, and it's beautiful, and I actually went onto this website. Oh my gosh. All right, so I was watching Potter and Bloom on YouTube. She's another knitter. I don't remember what her name is, unfortunately. I've only started recently watching her. And she bought a couple different balls of this stuff, and she's actually going to knit the, is it the Shifty Pullover by Andrea Mowry with 3 different colors of this plus a solid color. And she got hers for real cheap. Granted, the website is, I believe it's over in England. It's a UK shop website, but it was the cheapest I could find. They were having a sale on this. I think I spent 11 euros, I think, British pounds, not euros. It was really cheap. So I bought 2 more of 2 different colors, the ones I haven't had before, but I think would look good with this one. Plus the shipping, which I could get DHL International Express shipping with tracking for £5.99. So my total was, well, because I had to use PayPal, because I couldn't use my thing, but PayPal, so it was like $41 with the PayPal conversion. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad at all. I don't know. You know, I'm just giving you the deets that I got. When I did try to like Google the conversion, it said it was going to be like 34, but then PayPal has like their own thing, so that was unfortunate. But again, I got this color. If it doesn't work out, especially because I believe the pattern is a sport weight and this is a fingering, that gauge might not work for me, but it can't hurt. Plus I have some of the extra left over from the socks I did that I might be able to, because you only need like 50 grams of each color for my size, and then whatever is, I think it was 150 grams for the main color. So yeah, again, this one was called Jackets and Trousers, or you know, but it's in German, so I can't pronounce it. Yeah, this is all that I got at the yarn store. Again, I wish I would have, plus the bag, I wish I would have grabbed more, but I thought, because these are pretty expensive by themselves, I thought I was already spending a bajillion dollars, and it really wasn't that much. They have a rewards program, I believe, as well. Awesome. Okay, so I did also order a bunch of yarn. I ordered some of this yarn prior to me leaving on my trip, and then some of it I ordered while I was on the trip. I'm still waiting for a couple more things to come in the mail, but I'll show you what I got. That's for the shirt. Okay, so I ordered some Diablo from Hobby. That's the HOBBII.com, which is located in Denmark, I believe. And so I was watching I can never remember anybody's names. There's this lady on YouTube. She lives in Texas. Oh, I forget. I'll link her below. She was knitting with some of this stuff. This is Diablo, which is 30% mohair, 20% nylon, and 40% acrylic. And, you know, she was talking about how inexpensive it is and such. So I was like, okay. I found a shawl pattern by a designer in Denmark. And she has this beautiful, like, triangle shawl. It's really a square, but it turns into a triangle, where the top half is a lace weight, lace patterned bit, and then the underneath is just a solid garter bit. I thought it was beautiful. So I got 4 of these to do the lace bit, and then I just need to choose what color I'm going to do underneath, which is probably be gray, I think. But yeah, from Denmark with the shipping, I think I paid $24 for all this mohair. These are 50 grams, I think. 25 grams. They're 25-gram cakes from Hobby. So I got these. I figured, you know, that's pretty inexpensive. Why not? And I would say it shipped fast, but like I said, I believe I ordered this before I left. It did get delayed in Germany, and then it went to France, and then it went to Texas, and then it came to me. But I wasn't in any hurry. So I got that, and I picked this peachy pink color because this isn't something I would normally go for, but I thought the model picture of it was like a pinky peach color, and I thought it was really pretty. So I'll try that. Another one that I ordered before I left, and I thought I would get it before I even left because I was kind of hoping to take it with me, but it did not get here. I ordered this from the Woolly Thistle, which is in New Hampshire. It's Rauma. It's the strict yarn. I think that's how it's pronounced. So this is the DK weight of Rauma. And look at the 2 different labels. So this is 100% Norwegian wool, 50 grams each. So I don't know which one is the color name and which, or well, color number, and which one is, you know, it's just a lot number maybe. So this one says 149 and then 91, and this one is 131 and 47. So honestly, I thought I got more of a burnt orange color, but I guess I didn't. I guess I got more of this golden yellow, which is fine. It still looks really pretty with the navy blue. I'm going to knit the Elves Slippers from the 52 Weeks of Socks book with these. And I really do hope it softens up once I wash it, because this is pretty rough. But yes, so this came after the fact. It got hung up in Tennessee. It was stuck in Tennessee for like the whole week. But it's here now, and if only I could get the motivation to actually start stuff. Another thing that I ordered, this one I think I ordered while I was away. A local yarn dyer who lives here in Colorado Springs with me. She has a yarn shop called Get Knit Faced in Colorado. And she posted a picture of this yarn. It's called Spooky Time. And I just loved it. And I hemmed and hawed for a few days, but luckily I was able to still get my hands on it. This is what it looks like. Spooky Time. It is her 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon zebra base. So it's 400 yards, 100 grams. And again, called Spooky Time. I just thought it was so pretty. So this showed up after I got back home. So this might be my October socks, unless I decide to use my other Halloween themed yarn. I don't know yet. But this one is really pretty. And it smells really nice too. Getting it faced in Colorado. She's got some pretty yarns. All right, the last package I got in the mail. I ordered this one while I was gone as well. If you have been watching some people on YouTube, you know that the Pearl Soho half and half wrap shawl thing has been pretty popular. It's a free pattern on Pearl Soho's website. I actually found it a long time ago because I get Pearl Soho's emails. It was a couple months ago I was alerted to this shawl pattern. It's really pretty. You just knit a really big square kind of thing, but one triangle is one color and the other triangle is another color. And you fold it in half and wear it. And there's 2 sizes. There's, you know, like the medium and then like an extra large size. And I like big shawls. So I've been really eyeballing this pattern. And I really wanted to get the yarn that it's called for, which is a Pearl Soho. It's their linen quill. And I just got an email, and they're having a sale right now, or it was last week. So I finally just caved and bought some yarn. And I'm glad I did, because this stuff is amazing and I'm going to want more for a sweater. So I got the linen quill, which is a 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. It smells really nice, and it's super soft, but there's actually still little like grassy bits in it, which is really cool. So I got enough to make the extra large size. And so this is my first color. This one is called oatmeal gray. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? It's almost like a marled gray, a light and a dark. It's super pretty. And then my other color that I got is peach stone. And so it's this dark, I don't even know how to explain this color. It's a heathered color. I don't know how to explain this. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. So this yarn is 439 yards to 100 grams. It looks like just a 2-ply. It's so pretty. So this is going to be my half and half wrap, unless I end up wanting to do a sweater. But yes, I got 3 of each. They're so soft and beautiful, and this is a really, really nice yarn, and I want more of it, but I need to pick a sweater for it first. I'm not just gonna buy more just to have more, but holy buckets, this stuff is fantastic. Get yourself some linen quill from Pearl Soho. So that is all of my haul for now. Like I said, I have some more. I have a skein that's supposed to be coming from the Lemonade shop. I ordered that weeks ago, but it hasn't shipped yet. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on, because the Lemonade shop is just 45 minutes north of me. I don't know if she's just waiting to dye up more, maybe. What else? Like I said, I have more of the Zauberball Crazy coming my way. And I think that's it. I think those are the last 2, but I kind of went a little crazy with buying yarn. I think grief does that to a person, right? You just buy all the yarn. And what sucks the worst, that's not even the Noro. What sucks the worst is I don't even have the motivation to start anything. I want to, and I keep like trying to tell myself to start something, but can I do it? No. I don't know why. I need to. I have enough yarn. Enough. Anyways, that was a long clip. Thanks for watching my haul. Okay. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for returning if you are a returner. If you watch me on a daily or a weekly basis, thank you for coming back. New viewers, I'm just going through a time in life. I am usually more bubbly, but thank you for stopping by. I'll talk to you next week. Bye. landed on me. Look, a ladybug. Yeah, there's ladybugs everywhere. Troy, this guy landed on me. Troy, don't fall in.
He runs.
Oh my god! It's like that hole! 1,
What do you got?
Acorns. We have a massive backyard.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall down the hill. I know, I stepped in a hole though. Okay, careful. Carefully. I'm not going across this bridge. Have you already gone over there? Carefully. Fly, honey, I don't want you dropping it in the little pond. Back around.
Good excuse for saying, hey, I got bread.